So we're building a house just over there, but it means that we can be close to the beach. We are close to the schools. Over the next few weeks before we move in, so we should be moving in around August time, I'm going to try out all the outdoor training areas. So this is the first one, very close to where we're building. We basically have a flight of stairs, so this is like an exercise area. So we have a flight of stairs. There's these funny concrete blocks, so that'll be cool for handstand push-ups and handstand variations on there, one arms and stuff. And then we got P-bars and things down there, and then with some pull-up bars over there. So let's go check them out, try a couple of things. So they work really well. This surface is actually really nice to handstand on. And we've got this interesting sit-up bench, and then your normal P-bars. These P-bars are actually pretty good. The distance isn't too bad. Normally a lot of times in the parks, the P-bars will be way too wide, and then these bars are really thick. So these are a little bit thinner and a little bit closer together, which I prefer. And then what I really like about this bit, so we've got the pull-up bars, some stool bars, very wide or very big gaps between the stool bars, but usable, different bar heights. But the cool thing is there's a lot of opportunity to just play around with one arms and things, but also for the kids to play. So I can play with the kids, plus I can train at the same time. So I don't want to clean up and make my bar muscle up much better. I'm very disappointed with how that is at the moment, so I want to work on that. So it'd be good to have some bars like that. These bars are also really good because I'm trying to get my straight bar handstand better. So having the option to have these lower bars and then slowly progress higher and higher is good. It's a good way to test your skills as well. I'm doing all these cold. See how many attempts it takes me. That was attempt number 1. Just notice how much bent arm strength I'm using when I'm trying to balance on the straight bar. Yes, I'm doing this, but I'm relying on that shoulders forwards and slightly bend in the elbows. So the next park is about 1 kilometre away. It's right on the coast, so it'll be nice to see the view. Let's go over to there now. Now the only downside is it's quite noisy here. There's lots of construction going on, so some days you can come down, it's dead silent, and then other days it's really noisy. Today's a noisy one. Yeah, see what I mean about the P-bars? These ones are super wide. These are probably too wide for me. No, I'm small, but they're wide for anyone, I reckon. Handstand platforms. Not sure what their surface is going to be like though. Yeah, it's a bit squidgy, be right for planches and things. I've got no idea why you need 3 sit-up benches like that. Look how strong that is. You could drive a tank up that. Interesting heights on the pull-up bar. So this one's a nice height for me. If you was any taller, they'd be a little bit too short. And some medium ones, these are pretty good. For straight bars, interesting that they've set it up like that. And another sit-up bench. So that's 4. So probably one of the biggest down points of this park in particular is if I want to hang rings up, this isn't high enough. Or it's a pain in the ass to be that high. So you could do have a really high bar or something else you can hang the rings on. And there's no big trees. Even those pergolas, those undercover areas don't have anywhere to hang rings. Yeah, my bar muscle up is shocking. Check the wobble out on these bars. So I'm not sure if single bar handstands is going to be easy or not on there. Sometimes a bit of wobble helps. So actually the wobbliness of the P-bars didn't make it too bad. The surface is actually not flat, which is interesting. It's got like a real big dome on it, which if you get your hands in the right place with one arm is quite nice. I like to have a higher area to the back, the heel of the palm, but I don't know what it's like for basketball, have a curve on it. Now, I wouldn't say either of those are perfect training areas, but the cool thing is they're very close together. They're going to be close to the house, and there's lots of other options as well with similar type setups, and I'm sure there'll be pros and cons of each. So it'll be really cool to just be able to go to a different one on a daily basis and do a different style of training. And it'll be also interesting to see if there's any sort of community here already, if there's anyone else training these type of skills. So if you are from North Perth, Alkimos way, let me know in the comments, and let's hook up and do some sessions.